Hello and welcome to the Magic 29 episode of Commander Durdle. So, my chosen legendary creature from the set is Lathliss, Dragon Queen. So if you like dragons, and we also know what's better than dragons, which is more dragons, and I think this might be the commander for you. So Lathliss Dragon Queen's 4 and 2 red for a 6/6 with flying, and whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. One of the red dragons you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So not surprisingly, what I've basically done for the seed is just chosen all the red dragons and friends of dragons in red from the set. Probably haven't got everything here, but I thought this was a good starting point for a seed, and also I haven't included any utility in red from the set that isn't related to dragons. So I've kept it in with, stuff that mentions dragon somewhere or is a dragon. A couple of exceptions with the land, but beyond that I think everything here either references something else or references a dragon. So let's have a quick look then. So artifact wise, we have this thing. So whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, put a gold counter on Dragon's Hoard. Tap, remove a gold counter from Dragon's Hoard, draw a card, add 1 mana of any colour. So this isn't here for the mana fixing, it's purely here for the card drawing. Because, I'm in red, so. But it generates mana. So if I just want mono red and I don't want to be drawing a card, then So it'll be like a red mana rock. But not there for the fixing as such. Instant wise, I've just included Spirit Flame, 2 and a red. Spirit Flame does 4 damage to target creature. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay red. If you do, return Spirit Flame from your graveyard to your hand. So interesting 4 damage spell with this ability to come back to your hand. Creature wise, Kargan Dragonrider cares about dragons, so as long as you control a dragon, it has flying. It's a 2/2 for 2 with flying. Got Dragon Egg, 0/2 defender, 2 and a red, and when it dies you create a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying, and red this creature gets +1/+1/+0 until end turn. Gonna have to be a bit careful of things that create tokens, because of course it's not gonna trigger this. That's the only thing. So we'll see, but why not have an egg in here? 2 and a red, 2/2 Sarkhan's Whelp. So whenever you activate an ability of a Sarkhan Planeswalker, and we've got 2 of those, Sarkhan's Whelp deals 1 damage to any creature. To any target. A creature or player. Demanding Dragon, 3/2 red, 5/5. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target opponent unless that player sacrifices the creature. And the fact that dragons have flying is a given here, so I won't always mention that. 3 and 2 red for a 3/3 with flying. Another dragon. When Spark Tongue Dragon enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 and a red. When you do, it deals 3 damage to any target. We've got good old Shivan Dragon, a 5/5 for 4 and 2 red. It's got flying and fire breathing. And then Volcanic Dragon, 4 and 2 reds, 4/4 with flying and haste. We've got Sarkhan's Dragonfire, deals 3 damage to any target. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a red card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And then the 2 Sarkhans from the set. So this one's the one from the Planeswalker deck. And for its ultimate, you can use it to tutor for dragons. Other than that, it deals 3 damage, 1 damage to each opponent and each creature your opponents control for its +2, and its -3. It deals 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. And then we have Sarkin Fireblood. You may discard a card if you do draw a card for its +1. Add 2 mana of any combination of colours. Spend this mana only to cast dragon spells. Another +1 there. And -7 create 4 5/5 red dragon creature tokens with flying. It's the ultimate. Again, it doesn't trigger with this. Well, it doesn't trigger this, so just something to remember. And we'll just see when we do this what other planeswalkers it suggests and whether we want to swap anything out. But yeah, all in with dragons. The reason why I left any other utility card is sometimes when I've done that, it unintentionally has pulled the algorithm in a certain direction that I didn't really want to go, and I just wanted to go full on dragon here. So we've got Detection Tower. So this was this interesting non-basic land that was printed in the set. Adds colourless. But also, for 1 and tap, until the end of turn, your opponents and creatures your opponents control with hexproof can be the targets of spells and abilities you control as though they didn't have hexproof. And we've also got Reliquary Tower, which was in the set. And 35 mountains. So we've got around 37 lands at the moment. So let's have a look and see what good old EDH Rex suggests to us. So obviously heavy creature count in there, somewhere in the region of 30 creatures. And then we've got 37 lands, so the rest is going to be non-creature spells. Artifacts, well, it is dragons, and dragons like shiny things, so probably quite a few artifacts here. And I think there's also a number of interesting enchantments that give double strike, so it's probably going to be fun to maybe see if it suggests any armour, any equipment, so we can suit up Lathliss and also give Lathliss double strike. Ooh, this will be good. So I'll do what I normally do and just narrow it down a bit. Let's see what, just out of curiosity, see what support spells we do get suggested in instants and sorceries. And then just pick the dragony stuff first of all. Oh, I should play a seething song. Spell costs 3 less to cast if you control a creature with 4 power. Ooh. Change the target of a target. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know whether I want to do Chaos Warp or not. So X damage to each creature without flying and each planeswalker. Nice, but let's just roll the dice again and see what we get re-suggested. Okay, so we can generate treasure tokens. It's interesting, Abrade. So we've got a bolt or artifact destruction for 1 and a red. Yep. So, instance, sorceries. We got 1 at the moment, probably one around the same. Maybe think I'll rerun this anyway. I was going to put Blast-Furnace Act in here. I did think of that. What have we got? It's interesting. Tormenting Voice was actually in the set. Got a bit of looting going on. I might revisit this. Let's just see if anything else bubbles up. Faithless Looting though. Okay. I think I'll save the dragons till last, shall I? Oh. It's probably going to suggest Ugin as well, maybe. Interesting way of storing unused mana. There's another one of these as well with card draw. I suppose as I'm running mountains I might as well run a Valakut and a Nykthos. I do get to scry. But it is a bit slow. Okay, let's just get this back down to where it was and leave it at that for the moment. So I should take a look at those enchantments that increase damage. Dragon creatures you control get +3/+3. Okay, yep, good. Whenever a creature flies. Yep. Okay. Looks like fun. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oops, sorry. Instant artifacts now. Ooh. Oh, there's a steel Hellkite. Cool. Okay, Soul Ring. An artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of opponent you control to trigger. Okay, Panharmonicon, yep. Heraldic Banner. Sun. Okay, let's get some dragons in here. So I'm just racking my brains. To think whether there's anything else I really want in here. Just for fun. Let's put in a Fireshrieker. Okay. It's creature time. Dragons or dragon enablers. So many dragons. Right. Okay, so when you enter the battlefield, you may discard a card if you do or draw a card. Okay, that's all useful. Yep. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff that makes it cheap for dragons. And this is good. We're getting a lot here that are doing direct damage. Doubling up with tokens. Again, when you generate the token, it's not going to trigger the ability on the commander, of course. Might as well have that in. What's this? Flying double strike. Oh, creatures attacking your opponents have double strike. Oh, nice. Artifact offering. You may cast this spell as though it had flash by sacrificing an artifact and paying the difference in mana between this and the sacrificed artifact. Of course, a lot of this stuff is very high casting costs. That's the only thing. So. Doesn't look like I needed to worry about double strike, eh? What is it with dragons and treasure? I think one thing I'm going to do is... Should I just pull that dragon egg? What does it actually do? So you do get a 2/2. Oh, it does have fire breathing though. That's quite handy. Now, what was the other one? That was a bit... No, maybe. So 5 more. Let's just re-roll this. We put quite a few in, and it's always useful, I think, to just be able to see things a bit more clearly. See what else might bubble to the surface. Underbreak Regent. Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, Thunderbreak Regent deals 3 damage to that player. Okay. That's very interesting. Like a scalable dragon based on your mana. Is there anything I really want that I'm missing? I get naturally drawn to anything that has Hellkite in the name. God, that sounds good. Put an anger in here actually. Golden Hellkite. One more. So I think what I'll do is I'll just see. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't check to see if it suggested any other planeswalkers. I should do that. Big old Blood Moon here. I can make people very sad. And the Hammer of Perforos. Gratuitous Violence as well. Okay, let's just see. So we've got another Sarkin. My curve's looking pretty atrocious. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Could present a few possible problems. So we've got a few things here that are definitely making things cheaper. But this is definitely, and I'll probably say this multiple times whenever I do tribal, this is definitely another good candidate for a toolkit. You just have this commander and then like a basic set of artifacts that all just work well in any deck, and a few dragon facilitators as creatures, and dragon friendly lands, enchantments, instants and sorceries and planeswalkers, and then just choose your dragons and other support spells. So I'm going to export this. And then let's just go into the playtester. We will use the old playtester. Okay. So we got a mountain into a soul ring. It's Reliquary Tower. Shame we don't have any other artifacts. Okay, we got Bonders Enclave as well. Actually, I forgot to play my soul ring there. Let's pretend I played that. We got a Reliquary Tower. Vandal Blast. Okay. So at the moment, what do we have? So a single red and 3 colourless. So we can't cast anything. But once I play that, then I am in a position to... When does this come out? It's turn 6. Okay. Oh, and if I look at... Right. So I can choose to discard a card and then draw a card. I do want that. Tricky. I mean, for the purposes of gold fishing, this doesn't really make any sense. So what I could do is play my 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could play this, discard my Vandal Blast, draw a card, which is cool. Play out my Valakut. Gratuitous Violence. So that came into play tapped, actually. Would. So red. So we've got a red. We can be swinging with our 3/3. So 2 red and 4 colourless, which means I can play this now. So we have our Lathliss out. Okay. And then it's really just, oh yeah, okay. So need 3 red for that. That's not playable. I can play that. Yeah, okay. So it looks like I'm going to be able to make my dragon drops. Let's just see how we do. So I'm not going to... When transform into the battlefield, you may turn a red. Okay, we'll just ignore that for the moment. I just want to see that this now is going to get out on various turns. So I can play that out. And then I get to draw a card, and I've got my Reliquary Tower. Okay, so yeah, this is probably the plan then. So we get that out. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm good now because I'm going to be drawing every turn. So yeah, that's good. So that went off pretty well. Oh yeah, so four mountains, and first thing I can get out is going to be a Molten Echoes at the moment. So let's just see how that plays out. Okay, second red. Oh yeah, got plenty of mountains here. So really on the third turn I want that out. Then I can cast starting dragons, but I should get out my Molten Echoes maybe. Oh, sorry, need to do that. Oh, Soul Ring. Huh, who would have thought? So another mountain, a Soul Ring, yeah. We're good. We can get out Lathliss. Terror the Peaks. Nice. Okay. Oh, and there's a Vanquisher's Blanket. So again, Vanquisher's Blanket. Yeah, that'll be a fun card. Vanquisher's Blanket. Okay, 3 red, 1. What's Bolt Bend? Okay. There's our Fireshrieker and Lightning Greaves. Thunderbreak region. So I get my Fireshrieker out. Ready now. Now I've got problems. I mean, I can still cast stuff, but I'm going to have a problem in a moment unless I get a mountain. Okay. So 4 drop, 7 drop, yeah, 5 drop, 6. Yeah, we're could have unless it's not. Oh, okay. So I don't know what that potentially could be, but I can't play it yet anyway. So I am a little stuck now. I could have, yeah, well, I could have played that actually. And of course I could have got my Thunderbreak region. I was thinking about that the previous turn. There's a bit of messy goldfishing going on here. Yeah, so this is the only turn where I'm getting a bit messed up for mana. One more and I can cast this. See before. Oh, okay, we're starting to see more mountains. So yeah, it's getting a bit better. Okay, and then we've got a Fire Diamond. So that's probably the first hand where there's been problems. Okay, 4 land. And turn 6 Cage Sun, Hellkite Tyrant, turn 6. That's turn 5, so... Excuse me. see. Okay. Turn 3. Yeah, so another hand where potentially I could have a problem. Just see how this goes. I suppose I've got two choices here. Obviously pull some stuff, either put some cheap mana rocks that are going to generate red mana, or I just do what I normally do, which is just increase the land count by a couple more cards just to up the probability a bit. Because yeah, we've got a little bit of a problem here. Well, this one we got a lot of a problem. We do have a Faithless Looting. So that's good. Detection Tower as well. I could obviously loot there. Yeah, this is not great. Yeah, I think I'm not going to do it in this episode, but I think it definitely needs a bit of mana-based tweaking, I think, really. I don't know if that really works in here actually. Let's take that out. Take out the bolt bend. And do that maybe. Let me just export that. So as a first experiment, that's what I'd probably do. Just look at some sample hands. Turn 3 Burnished Hart. Seems so much easier in the old one to just keep doing sample hands. Because it's nice, you can sort of sit here, do a sample hand, and then just do the first, say, 4 draws or something like that. Just see how it looks from that perspective. Sometimes it's just a nice thing to do. Almost like pre-gold fishing is just to try some sample hands and then try like the first, say, 4 draws. Okay, I think I've seen as much as I need to see. So thanks once again for watching. That was a very interesting build to look at mono red dragons. Yeah, it's interesting amplification in this particular deck. But as I said, it's good starting point for a toolkit. mono red dragons. And as I said as well, you know, I could have gone with one of the Elder Dragons, but I figured, yeah, I wanted to see how this would look in terms of what the algorithm might suggest. Nice. Okay, thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in the next episode.